superstar is, for most people, just that, a dream. If you want to finally make yours a reality, you need a starting point. You need people to start seeing your content. After all, you can't even qualify for YouTube's partner program unless you have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Easy Viral is ready to get your videos thousands of views and a loyal following of thousands of fans. We make it easier, faster, and safer than ever to join the YouTube Pro League, giving your channel the foundation it needs to keep growing exponentially. How do we make it so easy to go viral? By promoting your channel on countless social profiles, embedding your content on popular playlists, and leveraging proven marketing techniques to get your content out there. With a lifetime warranty and 100% money-back guarantee, thousands of influencers trust Easy Viral to turn their side hustles into lucrative full-time careers. Now, it's your turn.
Mwari going on, guys? Evan here, and welcome back to this module. I'm so excited that you have made it to this module. So I'm so excited. So right now we're going to talk about a mindset, right? So you all have to understand that everything that you see outside have been created inside the mind first before it manifests itself to the outside. Why am I saying this? Because I know that this time what you all are focusing on is in the bag. Like everyone wants to get a bag, you feel me? So, but listen, okay, you have to get your mindset fixed. All right, you might make money if you skip this mindset part of this training, but believe me, if you can kind of like just follow this training in sequential order, go through this mindset training, complete all the homework I'm going to give you in this mindset training, believe me, you're going to find this life more easier, and you're going to understand of things that you have never known, and you won't be able to know it if not because you come in contact with this program. So I highly recommend you to come take this mindset part of this training very, very serious, and make sure that you complete all the homework. All right, don't be so desperate. Don't just try to skip everything so that you'll start making money right away. Believe me, it is the roots that creates the fruits. Okay, once your mind is good, your body is going to be very, very nice, because you and I know that is what is inside is what creates what is outside. If your mind is not good, your entire being is not going to be good. That is why it is very, very important to set up your mind, right, so that you will be in a bulletproof mindset. You become unstoppable, and also become more exposed to the reality and the powers that guide the whole universe. And I'm very, very sure that if you can follow this training, you're going to tap into that power, and you will know how to connect with this power and achieve the thing that you want. So right now, let's keep it going. What's going on, Evan here, and welcome to this training module. This is about mindsets. Okay, so we know that everything that we do in this life, everything starts inside our mind. So, and because of that, we have to position our mind in order to achieve success with our business and in our entire life. So this part is going to be very, very valuable, and I want you to follow it. Don't try to skip anything, because mindset is very, very important. Attracting success and achieving success in life has to do with 95% mindset and 5% skills and other things. So mindset is very, very important. And because of that, we need to install a mindset that you need to succeed in this journey. Okay? So let's rock and roll. The first module is titled Win Before You Start and Never Complain. Before you start, or if you want to achieve anything in life, you must start seeing yourself winning if you really want to get there. No doubt, no dialogue within yourself, nothing, I don't complain about anything if you really want to fly high in this life. So, let's go step by step while I share this valuable tips and advice for you. And I believe that you are going to apply it and make sure that you use it as you move forward. So, there's a quote from Sun Tzu. He's a Chinese military strategist. And he says that every battle is won before it's fought. And that's true. And this goes with everything that you're doing in this life. Everything starts with you believing that you can do it. That's the way that you start. Your first step to success is believe. Believe comes first, and then you start figuring out how you can use to do it. And where the first belief starts is not just you by saying I believe it, but it's a state of mind. Belief is a state of mind. So every battle is won before it's fought. Every business is successful before it's launched. If you believe that, yes, this business, I'm going to succeed in this business, not by saying it, But having that straight will, having that strong mindset, and commit and try to do everything possible for you to succeed in this. That's what I'm talking about. It's not just by saying. It's not by staying motivated. And I want you to understand what I'm trying to share with you right now. For you to achieve anything in life, it must first exist inside your mind before the results show in the outer world. For you to succeed in business, you must first believe that you can do it inside your mind. Okay? Results are outcome of our beliefs and actions. That's what result is all about. And for you to own a successful business, it must first exist inside your mind. You must first start seeing it successful. And then it will reflect in the outer world. What you believe you can do and ready to work for is very possible for you to achieve as long as someone has done it before. Most people are not seeing success in their business just because of the way that they position their mind. Online business is just about scam. Are you sure that these people is making money with this? Or what are you saying? They don't believe that they can do anything. I'm just gonna try this. I am not a computer geek now. I don't know how to do this. I've never.
create a funnel, or otherwise you want to create something where people can find something online. So just for example, this is a checkout screen in Tricap, just to show you. So people can come in here, they can check out the order bumps and the upsells. So I'm just going to show you how you can do that. So first off, we're going to go to funnels, and then we're going to press create. And now you've got to set different options that you've got. So you've got filling margins, which is actually your magnet, sell, your product or service, create a customer's funnel, or run an evergreen event. So first off, we can give this a name. So I'm going to call it Hello Social Media. We'll select your domain name, so we've already got it, IT.io. I'm going to choose sell, and we're going to make sure we have the currency, so pound sterling, and then the Now what you can see here, underneath funnels, we've got this listed here. So if we just click on that now, then what it does, it brings up basically the funnel. So the funnel, just to explain it, is you have an order form and a financial page. So that is it, it's simple as that. This is a very simple funnel, an order form with a financial page. You can add things into this in the future as well. Now to make it super easy for you, what we've done, we've created lots of different templates that we can use just to get started. So you can have a look at these and be like, right, looks interesting, you might press preview and see what it's got. As you can see, this looks like a full-on sales page. You know, it's got everything in there that you potentially want on the sales page. We've got ones that look more like sort of depends on the one that I just showed you earlier on Tricap. You know, they put their details in, they check out nice and simple. We've also got these ones, nice and simple. It kind of depends on if you want him to have like a bit of a sales page with the checkout, or if you want to find one. There's no right or wrong answer on this at all. So you can pick which one you want based on what you want. Literally, there's loads that you can see. Absolutely lots to choose from. So for this, what we're going to do is we're going to choose this one in the middle here. Like this one. Yeah, we'll choose this one here. Or this one actually, just going to count here. No, I'm just trying to choose them. We're going to take this one, okay? So I'm going to press select on that. And then when we've got that in here, this is our order form. So it's got the name is order form, but I'm just going to add to it and just put fellow social media order form. Just so I know what it is.
We're going to choose the URL path, which is going to be Trello for social media. And I'm going to press save. You can choose as well digital product. And then here is where we can decide what types of resources, so which the people have access to after their purchase. So if I press the plus here, I could say that I want them to go into a course, if I've already set that course up, and then we choose the course. I haven't done that, or it might be that they will get a tag. All that's going to make sense later on, so I'm just going to delete that now. Price plans. So if we press plus on here, what's going to happen, it's going to tell us to choose an existing price plan, but I haven't got an existing price plan. So what I would do is press click here, create a new one. And I'm going to give this a name. I'm going to put one time, I'm going to put Trello or social media. And then the price plan here we played on the order form. Again, it's have the same descriptor, it's going to be as well. This will be a one-time payment of £27. And then press it. And it's already put that in there. But if I have more than one plan, I just press plus and create it. So there's create a new plan. That's all I would do. If you want to offer any coupons, you can press that here. And you can add another one as well. I'm not going to do that on this video, I'm just going to keep it nice and simple. So the next step is if we press save that, and then press this little magical wizard one, what says edit page. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring up here so we can actually customize it. So me personally, I don't want this section. If I hover over it, I want it to look at the blue bit, and I can just press delete, and it's gone. You know, I don't want that. If you go over the settings bit here, you can actually change the font. So you can change the font, so we use Rudo, I'll change the font to Rudo for instance, also the sounds, you can change it there. You can choose like the font if you want it to be a certain font at all. I'm just going to choose regular. You can change the font size of it here as well if you wanted to. The colour links we can change here as well. And you've also got these different things here. So this is for the default type of it. But then also you can change the headers. If I change this to a bottom, you can change, see the camera change to something like auto. You can see the headings change. You can change the text colour, the language, the background. So it might be that I want this to have like a black background, just to show you what that looks like. So you could have like a little background colour to it. You can blur the background image out, so you have background image in there. And yeah, that's pretty much everything in that bit. And I'm going to give it a So next up, I go back again. This bit what says pop-ups. This means you can have like a pop-up on here, but we're not going to worry about that. And there we go. So now, it works very similar to most drag and drop builders. So you have elements on the left, and then you have the blocks on the side of here, so you can actually put different blocks in. So if I want to welcome, I could go the whole thing here. So I've actually got like a whole section like that if I wanted to, you know? If that's what you want to do. Again, drag and drop these different sections in to design this page to look how you want it to look. Like this is quite a really good way to create that. This, sign up now, and then there's a video, and then you've got the video below. So you can always play around with icons and like that. I'm just going to keep this simple here. So guys, I'm just going to click on this text box here. We're going to change it to open sans. I'm going to make it bold. Let's have some bold in it. You can change the font size of it. You can change the text background colour, so just to show you what that means, that's that bit here. I'm not actually going to have one more. Don't need to press that for padding. You might want to center it, you might want to center it that side, and that's it. So nice and easy to kind of do it. Then this bit here, so the customer's individual type, custom type, I actually don't need that. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to press delete. So I don't need that. When it comes to this form input here, I want to put the name. So I can click on that, just to show you. We've got the form name, click on the name, it's got the place order details in here. You can customise the borders and you can customise. I'm not really sure the tools for customization, so It's mainly about the setup of it, but you can customise various things within there. Next up we have the tax number. So we can see here, if we want the tax number here, that's an option that we can get from here. I don't actually need it, so I can actually just press delete. And then we've got first name, last name, and it may be then, if I go to the row, settings, you can see here, you can see you can change the columns and things like that. But we might say, you know, I want to delete that whole row, and it doesn't really want to put the name or things like that. Okay, so we can bring that up. First name, last name, email, phone number, we've got the payment details here, so we click that, and then it's going to begin, and the cancel is posted to that one. So I'm going to get rid of that. And then we've got the terms and conditions, so we can put customise that and type into it, and then confirm and put the now. So we'll just say I would want to change the background colour back to my colour, now on the right hand side we can change this as well, so on here, if I want to change the image, we'll just click on the image, and on the left hand side here it says image file, we'll just press the upload button, and we will upload the image. So I'm just going to save, confirm the relative to product, and then here is where we can decide the resources, so which people have access to after their purchase. So if I press the plus here, I could say that I want them to go into a course, because I already set that course up, and then we'll choose the course. I haven't done that, or it might be that they will get a tag, and all that's going to make sense to me. So I'm just going to do that now. So what I will have access to after their purchase. So if I product, and then here is where we can decide what it is. So resources, so which the customer will have access to after their purchase. So if I press the plus here, I could say that I want them to go into a course if I've already set that course up, and then we'll choose the course. I haven't done that, or it might be that they would get a tag, but all that's going to make sense later on. So I'm just going to delete that for now. Price plans. So if we press plus on here, what's going to happen? It's going to tell us to choose an existing price plan, but I haven't got no existing price plans. So what I would do is click here to create a new one. And I'm going to give this a name. So we're going to put we're going to put Trello for social media. And then the price plan name displayed on the order form. Again, we should have the same statement descriptor, it can be that as well. And it's going to be a one-time payment of £27, and then press save. And it's already put that in there. But if I had more than one plan, I'd just press plus and click here to create a new plan. That's all I would do. Hand side here where it says image file, you just press the upload button and you would upload a new image. So I'm just going to Upload that. There we go. Anything will do. Press insert, and we can see that changes there. And it's the exact same where we just customize the text to match what we want it to match. And then if you want to add anything in, so let's just say you want to add in a bulleted list under there, just so it tells them a bit more information, you could do that. Let's just say you want an extra form bit. So you want to add in, let's just say, a form input. You could just drag that in there as well. So you could say you want it to collect the street address, for instance, if you want to put that in there. Delete it for now, though. You've got other things that we can put in here. So we've got the order bump. So if I add an order bump, we could have a order bump in here. So we'd probably put that maybe like there, where it's like a big bump saying I want this kind of thing. But we're not doing that on this video, so don't worry about that. Coupon codes, if you knew this was going to have a coupon code, you could drag that in there as well. You can add a countdown in here if you want a countdown. You might want to add an FAQ in here if you wanted to. Something good that a lot of people would be beneficial from is like an image. So you might put different images in a product. And again, you just drag and drop to get it in there. Once you've done that and you're happy with that, just press Save Changes and then press this button here. And what that's going to do is going to take you back to this page here where now we've got our order form all set up. So the order form bit is set up. At the top here, we've got stuff such as automation rules. So just to show this, you can say so that when a new sale happens, you want it to, where are we? And then you can say what you want it to do. So you might want to subscribe to it. You might add a tag to them, enroll them in a course, things like that. It may be that you want to add a rule so that when the page is visited, for instance, that they would do something. So I've exceeded the limits of my plans in the automations, so I can't do that. So if I delete that, just to show you. So when a page is visited, I might subscribe them to a campaign so that they would like have a waiting there of like, have they purchased yet? And if they haven't, they get certain things. You can have split testing on this as well. You've got your stats, you can see the sales, and then you can see the people you've got on. So if I just press this now, press view funnel, it'll just take me to the page. So far, we've set up the order form. So in the next video, what we'll do is we'll actually set up the thank you page for this. And then what we'll do, we'll get it so that it actually does the automation stuff, adding them into what we want to add them into.
Let's build your shopping cart page to reduce cart abandonment. Timestamps below, along with some other helpful links, including a link to grab a copy of our checkout page template, along with a bunch of our other sales funnel templates as well. Back, and you try and spend literally days fighting with the credit card company over a couple $100, number one, it's not worth your time, and number two, most of the time you'll still lose the case anyway. So you might as well just give the guarantee, increase your conversions, and they're bad actors everywhere. They're someone who's going to ask for a refund or issue a chargeback. Doesn't matter what your guarantee is, they're going to do it anyway. So you might as well just include a guarantee. And if chargebacks, you're like, what the heck is that? That's just when a customer of yours calls up the credit card company and says you scammed them. And because you're selling products online, they'll just go with the customer and not necessarily you. It doesn't matter how many screenshots of your sales page that you send. Okay, so I'll get off that soapbox. Let's jump into systemi.io and actually start building out your checkout page. So I'm inside of our funnel template here on the checkout page. Let's go ahead and click edit. I probably spent way too much time on that. I'm sorry. It is just such a headache going through those chargeback things. So I want you to avoid that. Now, when it comes to the page building, it's relatively the same as all your other pages. The main difference here being, if we come down to payment, you'll see there are a bunch of payment icons here. And so these are all the payment elements for checkout pages. So you have to select the checkout page template when you're creating your page for the first time in order to see all of these. So I'm using a two-step form here. This pretty much looks like it's straight out of ClickFunnels, and that's totally okay because ClickFunnels has proved that this two-step checkout is really, really powerful. So I'm glad they have it. And then to edit the second part, you click on the checkout page element here, and we'll click on step number 2. I'll go a little slower because I got a little excited there. And then you'll see that these are all of the elements that are included already. There's an order bump. We'll get to that in a moment. So first, we'll go ahead and start with our form fields here. So if you want an extra form field, you can just click and drag and go ahead and describe or tell the software what the form field is supposed to be. So I'll go ahead and delete that. Now, when it comes to selling digital products, if you don't need their shipping address, don't ask for it. You don't need it. So in this particular instance, we're selling an implementation program. So we'll go ahead and just delete all of these fields that we don't actually need. So we don't need shipping. So we'll just go ahead and delete them. And through the power of editing, we've removed all the fields that we don't need. First name, last name, email. Just like your landing pages, the more information you ask for, the lower your conversion rates will ultimately be. And so this is all the information you need here. So we'll go to step number 2, and here you need the offer price element and you need the payments method element. So if we come down to payment and we go to not our payment button, but we'll come to payment method, we'll click and drag that in. So this is a standard block that you're going to need in order to collect payments. Here's an example in the preview of what this looks like to the person who's actually checking out. So it'll actually show areas for someone to enter their credit card information. So back over to our page here. I'll go ahead and delete that extra element. Okay. And then you need to also display your offer price. And so you'll set up your pricing in the page settings, which we'll get to in a moment. But for now, just make sure that you have your offer price and you have your payment methods. Finally, we have order bumps. So you'll see over here, we have an order bump. We can just go ahead and click and drag that in anywhere we want. So we'll click and drag that in. And this is something extra that we added. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that, but you can keep it there if you're using PayPal. So we'll go ahead and remove that. Okay. And it's just an image we made in Canva. And then for your order bump, this is where you can have someone just click this little box. There we go. They'll click this little box and whatever you're offering will be added to their order. And so the membership access that you set up or the shipping information, if you're doing a physical product, because you can do that here, will be set up in your backend settings. So here, if you decide to do an order bump, just go ahead and make sure that you make it clear what the price is on the actual page and triple check that what you put in your pricing settings is the same as what you show here. Because credit card companies are not very nice. And the last thing you need is your payment processor suspending you because you messed up on the pricing on an order bump. So that's all there is to editing this particular part. Now, before we get into the pricing plans, I do recommend having your order bump $30 or less because we want this to be an impulse buy. We've all been to the grocery store and there's candy and magazines everywhere, right? And you went in for one thing and you're like, oh, maybe I'll just grab this quick Tic Tac or I'll grab this quick Snickers or whatever it might be, right? That's essentially what we're doing here. So it's a grocery store checkout line, right? So it needs to be an impulse buy. So I'll go ahead and exit out of here and we'll go ahead and set up our pricing settings. So when we come down here, we need to look at pricing plans. So we'll go ahead and click add a pricing plan. You can select from a plan you've already made, or you can go ahead and create a new one. So let's say I want to set up a subscription. So we'll go ahead and click on subscription here, and I'll click on create new, give our subscription a name, and then also give it the plan a name and a statement descriptor. So I'll start from the bottom. Statement descriptor. This is what shows up on someone's credit card statement. So be as incredibly plain and boring and descriptive as possible. So if you're selling a digital product or course, just say whatever the topic is in course. That's it. You definitely don't want to be fancy or salesy at all here. Now, when it comes to the pricing plan, this is going to show up on the page. So just normally you just name this whatever the product is and call it good, or you could be a little sneaky and say discount. So just insinuate that it's a discount, of course, spell discount right? Gee whiz. And then of course, go ahead and give it a internal descriptive name. And for the type, you can be a one-shot here and we just say whatever the cost is, or we could create a subscription. And then we could also add a trial period. So we could say 14-day trial. And then after that, it's $27 every month, quarter, week, or year. Now, I'm not going to click. I'm not going to click save here because once you create this, you can't actually delete pricing plans. So for whatever reason, I'm sure there's a good one. You can't delete any pricing plans that you set up. So go ahead and make sure that you set this up correctly the first time. And then if you need to change it in the future, you're just going to have to make a new one. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of here and click on pricing plans again. And this time, I'm just going to choose the one that we already have set up. So you see here, there's no way to edit this. So once you create your pricing plan, you're locked in, that's it, right? So we'll go ahead and click on save. And so now when if we were to go preview the page as a live person, this is the pricing plan that would show up. And of course, you can create multiple pricing plans as well if you want to do like a split pay versus just a one-time fee. And then, of course, if you had an order bump, you do need to make sure that you add it. So you'll see here, bump price plan. It's telling us, hey, you need to come up with one. So we can go and choose a price plan. Let's say it's a one-shot here. And I'm just going to choose the same one over again, just to save us some time. And then we're all set with our pricing. And if you are going to use Systemi.io to deliver your products, then you'd come over here to resources and you'd go through the drop-down menu and select what kind of course or tag or product you want people to have access to. And of course, you can also drip content as well. So I'll go ahead and remove that because that's not what people should have access to. And once you're done with everything here, make sure to click save. So once you click save, your checkout page is complete and ready to go. And now let's quickly talk about your confirmation page. And so we'll go ahead and jump into our template here. Not a whole lot that you want to do here. Just make it really clear how they get whatever it is they just paid for. So you can see here our customized orders complete. Optionally, if you do upsells, this is something I like to do. And then, of course, let them know the checkout process is complete. Their order details are below. When you select the proper template, so where we are using the order confirmation template, you'll see here that we have, okay, sorry for the cut, there it is. we have the order summary. So if we click and drag this in here, this is pretty much the only element that you absolutely have to have on the page. And this is where it summarizes their order. So if you wound up creating upsells as well, those will show up here. So we'll go and delete that. Now the key to this page is, to, like I said, just make sure that they know where to go to get what they need. Now, if you set up a membership site using systemi.io, then an email will automatically go out to them. So just let them know an email is on the way, and then make sure that you, again, tell them what email your emails are going to be coming from. That was a really weird way to say that. Put your email address here so they know what email address to look out for to get the information that they need. And of course, if you have any sort of Facebook group or you have a social media channel you want them to check out, you can have a link to that here. Or if you want to try and push them into another sales funnel or another offer, you could go ahead and include that here, or you can just go ahead and delete all of those sections. So typically I don't really use any of those, so I'll just go ahead and delete those, but they're in the template here for you to use. So let's go ahead and delete that. And our order page, confirmation page is all good. And with that, we are all set with your checkout page. So thank you so much for watching.
never done this in my life. If you have never done it, why? What about all those people that is doing it? So I want you to believe that this business is going to work for you. If you don't believe it's not going to work for you, believe me. Trust me. If you don't believe that you deserve success, you will never achieve success. If you don't believe that you deserve to work for yourself, instead of working for bosses and working on jobs, you will never have your own business and you will never achieve that freedom you want. So start now to believe things. I am an example. I started business and I started traveling the world, work from anywhere that I want without looking for a job and without complaining to anyone. And it's all state of mind. Okay? When someone have done something, just know that you too can do it if you are ready to work for it. So, but when you try what is working for everyone and it did not work for you, then you have to know that the problem is from you. And the best thing you can do is to accept the fact and work on yourself. Most people, when they try something and they failed in it, they'll say, oh, this is not for me. I said it. I said it is not going to work for me. I said it, this is all about scam. But how about all those thousands of people who have succeeded through the same process? There are people who's going to be advising you, don't do affiliate marketing, don't start online business, it's all about scam and all those kind of things. Why you see people becoming millionaires every day by day as a result of starting their own online business. And you are there fooling yourself. And even when you reach a decision to start, the little thing that you do, and maybe you started today and you did not see millions of dollars in your bank account in the next 3 months, you will say, I said it. This is all about scam. How the hell can you expect such thing to happen? How much do you receive per month in your monthly salary? How long does it take you to graduate from university and get a job that is paying you the amount that you are not satisfied with even today? How then do you think that you can start your online business and make $1 million in 3 months? How the fuck? How can that be possible? So you have to know that when things are working for everybody and it's not working for you, it's all about your problem. And you need to work on yourself. People don't have business problem. They have a life problem that reflects in their business. If you want to succeed in this business, you must first of all put your mind, start seeing yourself winning, start believing yourself, start seeing yourself achieving success with this business. Start putting in your mind positive word that's going to be empowering you to move forward in this journey. For you to succeed in this journey, you must accept the fact that you can do it as long as someone else have done it. This is just what I have said. And start seeing yourself winning, having success, celebrate results even when you have not seen any. I know it may sound somehow, but do it. The key is to position your mind for that and build faith in the process. I want to tell you a story. When I got started in all this, it took me 3 months. I had no sales. Until one day I read a book called Think and Grow Rich. There was a part that talked about faith. So that is when I know I have to create exactly what I want. So I write down what I want. I want to make my first $100 online. So I started imagining it. I started seeing myself just start doing exactly what the book is telling me. I started imagining myself receiving $100 commission. You know, it's crazy. Something that is not yet there, and you are now celebrating it. How mad it looks. You know, it's skinny, right? But I did it. So I was celebrating the result. I have faith in the process. So what happened? In 2 weeks, I made that $100. Something that I have been struggling for the past 3 months. I have doubts. Are you sure this is going to work for me? How can I do this with a smartphone? I started all this internet business with a smartphone. I have doubts. How can I do this? If someone is going to buy from me, how is that possible? No one is going to buy from me. I can't speak English fluently. Do you think that people are going to hear what I'm saying? Those are the things that is running in my mind. But when I change it and start believing it and start seeing myself winning, it puts me into actions. Because I know I am going to win, I do more things that will attract more win. And that is doing the right thing that I need to do, doing all the things that I have learned from training. When I was complaining, I was not taking any action. But when I believe the process and have faith and start seeing myself winning, start celebrating the winning before it comes, I stay committed. And within 2 weeks, I made my very first $100 online. Remember, thought leads to feeling. Feeling leads to action, and action equals result. And if this is true, then start seeing yourself winning. Feel the victory. Imagine yourself receiving a notification that you just earned $500 or any amount, maybe $1,000 from your online business. Feel the joy, the vibration, and appreciate those feelings. I do it every time. And it works. Just see yourself winning. That is the best way to win. Win before you start. If you win before you start, nothing can stop you. You already see yourself earning commissions. You already see yourself receiving notification about your sales. Then tell me how obstacle can block you. If you forecast your winning, you already sit in the winning point. All right. All you need is just do the thing that's going to hand you the winning. It's a powerful strategy to achieve anything. Win before you start. By doing this, you are sending a powerful, positive message to your subconscious mind and the universe. We have both positive and negative in this world. And no matter anyone that you put in your mind, you are sending a message to the universe. And anyone that you receive is the one that you put. Our mind is a very good and bad something because it works both good and bad for us. If you put something bad in your mind, bad things is going to come to you. If you put something good in your mind, good things is going to come to you. If you know what subconscious mind is all about, how it works, you will be very, very careful with the kind of things that you put in your mind, the kind of thought that you think, the kind of thing that you say every time. If you want to win, start sending powerful message to your subconscious mind. Start thinking about yourself, receiving notification, receiving pay bill, receiving sales. All right, start seeing yourself earning your first $1,000 online, and it will happen within a short time. All you need to do is just know the thing that requires you to earn that $1,000 and do it. Okay? So we became what we think. So the second part is never complain. Most people are where they are in life right now because of the result of their complaining. Complaining is a very dangerous disease. But when it affects you, it will take away just your whole body. First of all, you will start complaining about your clothes. That this clothes, I don't know why if I wear this clothes, it will look like this. If you continue complaining about this clothes, it will affect other of your clothes, all your clothes. From there, it will affect your whole room. I don't know why this room is like this. That is complaint. And people who complain do nothing. Lazy people complain a lot. They are complaining about their room, but they can't sweep their room. They are complaining about their car dirty, but they cannot wash their car. Those are lazy people. And that is what complaining causes people to do. When you start complaining about your room every time, it will affect your whole house, your whole home. You start complaining about the whole building. Why this building is there? What is wrong with these engineers? What is wrong with these plumbers? What is wrong with this? All this. And you think you are doing the best thing for yourself, that you are complaining. From there, it will move to the entire neighborhood. You don't like, you will now don't like the neighborhood again. And you remember it started from your clothes. You don't like the neighborhood again. Why is this neighborhood so noisy? I don't like, what is that? Come on. The problem is you, not the neighborhood. From the neighborhood you will go, it will affect the whole town. You don't like the whole town. Why is this town, I don't like this. From there it will move to the whole state. From there you start blaming the country. That is how the way that complaint expands, because you put it in your mind. And then the universe starts bringing things that will make you see more complaints. Be very, very careful with the way you think and the things that you hold in your mind. Complaint is very, very dangerous. So, there is a quote from Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn said that maturity starts from the day you stop apologizing for what you know you did right and stop complaining, but take the whole responsibility for what you did wrong and your mistakes. Most people blame everything and everybody for different things. For anything that happens in their life, they will never blame themselves. If they fail exam, if they have a low score in their exam, they will blame the teacher. If rain falls in their neighborhood, they will blame the rain. If anything happens, they will blame things instead of blaming themselves. And if you are this type of person, you are doomed to suffer if you don't change this kind of attitude. Complaint is a very dangerous disease. It blocks your head. It makes you see obstacles in everything. So, I want you to mature. Start taking responsibilities about everything. Don't complain. Don't complain about things. Instead, take the responsibility. Blame yourself. Blame yourself. If your neighborhood is not good, blame yourself for being in such neighborhood. Don't complain about the neighborhood. I hope you understand the difference. Blame yourself for being in that type of neighborhood. If your friends commit something so disgraceful, don't complain about what your friend did. Just blame yourself for being friends with that type of person. Okay? Blaming yourself gives you opportunity to think. Blaming yourself puts your brains into action to think of a solution. But when you complain, you place every blame and everything on the thing that you're complaining for. And you know that it never left you. It never leaves you. You are still with it. If you don't like the place that you're working, if your boss is not treating you right, don't complain about the behavior of your boss. Blame yourself for working with that type of person. And when you start blaming yourself, your inner voice will start telling you, what else can you do to solve this situation? That is when you might come to your senses and start thinking, how can I establish my own company? And that is how it works. When I was working with my boss, I don't like the way he micromanage. And I don't like it. I started thinking of a way that I can use to stop all this. I have complained. And everything, people know me as someone who complains about everything, which I don't like. Then I stopped complaining and start thinking on what I can do. The next thing that comes in my mind is to leave the place. And then that's exactly what I did. I see more opportunities. I read books and see more opportunities in this world. And that is when I left my boss and start my own business. I struggled in the beginning, but right now I can't complain. And I see my decision as one of the best decisions that human being can ever make in their life. So never complain about a situation. Instead, think on how you can do to solve that situation. The most dangerous thing you can do as a human being is to complain about things or blame people or other things for your misfortune or failures. To grow, you have to accept responsibilities. You have to blame yourself for everything that you have done wrong. Don't blame anybody about it. If country is not good, blame yourself for being in that country. If your neighborhood is not good, blame yourself for being in that neighborhood. Okay? This is what I want you to do. Complaint is a very dangerous disease. And I don't want it to affect you. Because if it affects you, it will make your life miserable. And you will not know that it's complaining that is making your life the way it is. Because you think about complaint, you think about things, you put complaints every time on things, and that is why it now dominate your whole mind, and all your thoughts is about complaint, and then that is what you are